You're watching my natural hair journey on Simply Shev. It is week 3 of the mini twist challenge where we are using mini twist to grow our natural hair long, healthy and strong. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. So here is what my hair is looking like 3 weeks into this challenge. Quite messy, right? And so I'm going to be doing a treatment today, trying to get my hair revive, refresh, and I'm going to be doing a henna treatment, talking to you about the benefits of using henna on type 4 natural hair. Welcome and welcome back to all my new and returning subscribers, especially those who are on the challenge. I'm so happy that we are 3 weeks into this challenge. If you've not already done so, do go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of these videos when I post them. So 3 weeks in, the frizz is on and my hair is feeling dry, and it was time to do a nice henna treatment on my hair. As you know, henna is one of the main the products that I use on my hair. Henna is a plant-based dye that can be used on natural hair to give it color and to give it shine. I mainly use it to strengthen my hair. For type 4 natural hair, it's a great option, but it's important that you use this in the right way so as not to incur damage. So I use the Nupur henna. It's very good quality henna. That's also in my shop, my Amazon store, if you're curious what it looks like, so you can purchase it from there. I use it in my type 4 natural hair to give it strength, so it's the main protein for my hair. I tend to do at least 4 henna treatments per year. Some are tea rinses like this one is, some are more longer hours, like 8 hours on my natural hair to really give it that strength, and I do that on loose hair. Because my hair was already twisted, I didn't want to do anything that would have a lot of henna bits into it, and so I chose the tea option. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your henna is high quality. The one I recommend, the Nupur one, is the best one I've found so far. This will ensure that your results will be good and minimize the risk of any adverse reaction. Also, remember to do a patch test before you use any henna products on your hair. Remember to do a patch test on your skin to make sure that you're not allergic to the henna, because it is a different kind of product that you've never used before. I always encourage you to do a patch test just in case for allergic reactions. So the simple recipe for this henna is literally a cup of tea. I get about 2 tablespoons of henna and I put them in a cup. You can use half a tablespoon, you can use 1 tablespoon, depending on your hair needs. You could also mix this with conditioners, and you can also mix it with coconut milk. It's such a versatile thing to use on your hair that you can decide to do it in a variety of ways. You could also make a henna paste, and if you've never used henna before, you really want to get a very good treatment of henna. I've got a video on my channel showing you how I use a really thick henna paste on my hair, and that was my sort of initial henna application. I believe that my hair is sort of like henna trained, and so now I get away with just using tea and rinses because I feel like that henna is already bonded into my hair, but I try to still do at least 4 of these per year. For your very first henna application, you're going to want to leave that on for about 8 hours to make sure that that product really sits into your hair. You're going to also want to make sure that that dye sits for about 8 hours. So you want to make sure that it leaves overnight. For the henna tea rinses, I use warm water in a cup of tea. And so the warm water is helping that henna to also release all the good properties of it. But once again, if you want more benefits out of it, the best thing to do is to do it the night before for a treatment. So it gets at least 8 to 12 hours of sitting time to get the best results from your henna. So with any henna application, it's going to be very, very messy. You're going to be getting stains on your hands, on your clothes. So I recommend you wearing black. Sometimes you might see little bits of the henna that's falling on my clothes. Because my clothes is already black, it doesn't really matter if that really stains it. But you want to be sure that if you've got any other colors there, you don't mind it being messed by henna, because henna certainly will leave a stain. It will leave a stain on your sink, on your hands. So you want to be very careful when you're handling henna. It would also probably dye any other parts of your face, and it's only temporary, but it will die, so just also be aware of that. So for this henna application, I made sure to leave this mixture to sit together for about 3 hours. And then after that, I made sure that it was cool enough to go on my scalp. You want to make sure that you're not putting hot henna on your hair because it will burn your scalp. Also, with the paste, you don't want to make it too dry because that will really get stuck onto your hair and it'll be very hard to rinse that out of your hair. Once again, if you've never used henna before, I've got other henna videos on my channel. Also, do go ahead and check out my DIY playlist. I love to do DIY on my natural hair, and they're giving me fantastic results. So check out my DIY playlist. Also check out the playlist for this challenge, which is the mini twist challenge, and also the how to grow your natural hair in 2023 challenge. In the playlist section, you'll find lots of information of how to use all the products and techniques of growing your natural hair. I'm learning as I go along, and I'm sharing that information with you on this channel. So of course, henna is very, very messy. It's very hard for me to film an application of henna indoors, and I tend to film these in the garden. So for my next henna application, I will be going all out, and I'll be filming that outside in my garden where we can get as messy as possible. So what I do is I wet my hair. You saw at the start of the video that my hair was very dry. I always start with water. I gave it a rinse out and I squeezed the excess water out, and then I went ahead and poured the tea on over the sink of my hair, making sure that all of my hair, including especially the ends, is covered, because this is a strengthening treatment and I really want the henna to make my hair strong. And so because my hair was looking dry, it was looking fragile, I wanted to make sure that this henna was really into my hair, and so I gave it a good application. I poured out all of that cup of tea on my hair. Once again, the benefits of henna is that it is a cheap, good protein, easy to do, not a lot of technique required, and it will give you great results. It really strengthens my hair. I always do a strand test. So before my henna, and I might do one of that on my channel actually, before my henna application, I pull a hair that has been shed and to see how it breaks, and then I try to pull one of my hair that's there and see if the henna is really strengthened. And I always find that after my application that my hair just stretches and stretches and stretches, meaning that the protein's working. My hair is high porosity, so it loves protein anyway. It loves a good henna treatment. How is week 3 of the challenge for you so far? For me, it's going very well. My hair is looking well except for the frizz, and so I believe I will take out the front ones and I will do corner. I might film that, I might not film that. So you'll look out the next time my hair at the front will definitely look presentable, because I work in a professional environment and I want to make sure that the front of my hair looks neater. So I go ahead and I let this henna sit on my hair for as long as, I believe that it's sat on there for about 4 hours. The longer you can leave it on, up to 8 hours, the better you will get. And I'm showing you a preview of my spider plants. I might be adding gardening content. I'm trying to create a second channel where I can share other lifestyle, bits of my lifestyle. I love growing plants and I love to grow hair. And so you might be interested that I am a plant mom, and those are my thriving spider plants, many spider plants. And there's one there just also taking up the limelight. So I try not to make the henna dry too much on my hair, and then I go ahead and I try to rinse out as much. The rinsing time, it could be as long as it takes, really. Rinse your hair until all of the henna particles are removed. So I almost missed a crucial step. You're going to make sure that you have conditioner in your hair before you rinse it out. For me, I put it on about 20 minutes before I rinse out my henna treatment. You could also rinse the henna out and then put the conditioner on. But for me, the step is to put the conditioner on before I rinse my hair out. And here in this video, you can see my beautiful, gorgeous, shiny, glossy hair after I've rinsed the henna out. And I absolutely love using henna for this reason. I now have curls. You saw my hair at the start of the video, and now my hair is curled and looking very, very well. You may also want to follow up with another conditioning treatment, another co-wash treatment the following day or following 2 days after your henna if your hair still feels dry. Make sure you get the moisture back into your hair or you will experience breakage. Once again, be very, very careful with your henna application. In today's video, I gave you an update on week 3 of the mini braids challenge. I spoke to you about what henna is. I showed you how I'm applying a henna tea rinse to my hair, talking to you about the benefits of using henna. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Also, comment down below, let me know how you're getting on in week 3. I love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.